Hi Leo, how's it going? I hope you're doing awesome today. It's Wednesday for me, but whenever you come across this video is when you're supposed to receive the messages. This is going to be a general reading for October. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Um, Always check your sun, moon, rising, Venus signs in case you have messages over there. So I just channel messages from Spirit. These messages are not from me, just so you know that. If they're from me, I'll let you know they're from me, okay? Otherwise, all the messages, all the readings I do, I just channel the messages. So, if any of your cards come out upside down, which some of your cards did, it means you're getting extra protection from Spirit. I've already cleared the energy of the card, shuffled, and pulled 10 cards. So this is a Celtic cross spread. I just put it in 2 rows, but it's a Celtic cross spread, okay? All right, so let's get started. I pulled an oracle card for you two. We'll do this at the end. You got homeward, take yourself out on a date. But we'll read that after, okay? So your first card that came out is the Fool card. It came out reversed. This is a major arcana card. This card, the message on the card says, I am guided and protected on my life journey. Maybe you don't feel like that since it came out reversed. Okay, so the Fool, first card in the major arcana, it's represented by Uranus in astrology. This card, let me turn this over a bit here so you can see it better. So this card is all about inconsideration or recklessness, being taken advantage of, risk-taking, being careless, foolish, negligence, being distracted, naive, or gullible. It's a card of apathy. Apathy did come up in your reading, in your cards a little bit, so I'd make a note of that. It's a card of being irrational, being distracted. It's a card of stupidity. That's not from me. Please, Leo, that's not from me, okay? It's just what the Fool reversed represents. There's a lack of fun, a lack of hope, a lack of faith when the Fool card comes out reversed. So this card is warning you of making a foolish decision, okay? So maybe you're so focused on your future or your dreams that you're unaware of the danger signs right at your feet. Take some time to look around you, heeding signals that may help you make a wise choice. The time for independent action may not be right. You must discriminate between your dreams of going off on an adventure or leaving everything behind and reality. You know that saying, don't quit your day job? It may apply here. That's not to say that what you want to do is invalid, only that you must consider all of the pros and cons carefully, okay? So risk-taking, carelessness, the holding back, being foolish, naive, gullible. It's a card of apathy, vanity, irrational, inconsiderate, okay? Be careful you're not being taken advantage of. What's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation or what you're celebrating is the Hermit. I will follow my own path is the message on the card. So this is what's challenging you in your challenge position, or it could be what you're celebrating. And it came out reversed, so extra protection from Spirit. This is Virgo in astrology, so you might be having an issue with a Virgo. It doesn't have to be that. This card says you're withdrawing, or it's a card of loneliness, isolation, being antisocial, a recluse. You've lost your way. You're being paranoid, being reclusive, being restrictive. It's also a card of rejection, feeling paralyzed by fear. Maybe you're returning back to society now when it comes out reversed. But this card is warning you of withdrawing too much or for too long or for the wrong reasons. Spending time alone in order to avoid people, putting off making decisions, or procrastinating is not going to serve you well in this situation, in this case. You may be struggling to maintain your sense of self as you figure out what to do in a difficult and potentially harmful situation. Your inner instinctive nature is calling you to pay attention to your own needs instead of doing what others tell you. It's a time of hardship, but you will eventually overcome the difficulties and come out on top. Others may think you're behaving foolishly. Okay, that's the first card. Others may think you're behaving foolishly and not following the standards set by society, but your basic instincts of survival says that this is a time for expressing your individuality. Okay? So loneliness, isolation, recluse, being antisocial, withdrawing. Your foundation card is the Eight of Swords. Release yourself from self-inflicted binds is the message on the card. I release myself from self-inflicted binds. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, mostly Gemini. So this card is your third card. It represents your foundation. And this card again is saying that you're feeling paralyzed by fear. Again, Spirit is saying that. This is a card of indecision again, not being able to make a decision. It's feeling restricted, victimized, restricted again. Inability to act. It's a card of ignorance. You feel like your hands are tied. It's a card of mistrust, anxiety, feeling pressure. It's a card of isolation again. This is pretty heavy energy, Leo. Feeling trapped, feeling backed into a corner. It's isolation from others, feeling pressured, feeling hopeless. It could represent major weight loss. That's very specific for some. It's a card of punishment, slavery, judgment, having a negative attitude, being silenced. It could represent trial by jury. It's imprisonment, entrapment, self-victimization, self-imposed restriction, victim mentality. It's psychological issues. Powerless, helpless. Okay. This card represents a situation where you feel helpless, problems surround you. You feel trapped in that no matter where you look, danger, obstacles, and problems confront you. This card can also suggest that while the situation probably is as bad as you think, escape is possible. Okay, you are not trapped. Inability to act, hands tied, ignorance, feeling pressure, feeling hopeless. It could be self-imposed restriction, being silenced, powerless, paralyzed by fear. Leave me a comment. I want to know. Yeah, this is a situation that's causing you great unhappiness, but you can change the matter, okay? This situation, this bad situation is temporary. Okay? You feel trapped, either unable or unwilling to choose, and therefore you feel stuck in a painful state. But you're your own worst enemy, Leo. And again, don't shoot the messenger. That is not from me, okay? And then your fourth card is the Nine of Swords. I trust the present moment is the message on the card. So this card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. This is about fear again. Fear. There's a lot of fear in your card, in your reading. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, mostly Gemini. So this card is about isolation again. Nightmares, fear, anxiety, negativity, worry. It could be hormonal. It could have something to do with menopause. You might be suffering migraines. You might be subject. Someone might be subject of gossip. This could represent making mountains out of molehills. It's joylessness, it's hopelessness again. It's overwhelmed with guilt, regret, remorse. You're focusing on the past. It's a card of deep unhappiness, insomnia, a troubled conscience, inability to cope with life, or the inability to face life. It's doubt, stress. Nightmares, deep unhappiness, mental anguish, being at a breaking point. It's despair. Okay? You're not able to sleep very well. And it's making you feel even more vulnerable. Okay? There's some deep-rooted issues from your past that are trying to surface so that you can resolve them. It's likely to be very challenging to change your attitudes and beliefs, but it's worth the effort and unpleasantness. 9 is the number of completion, so this card indicates that the changes you're being required to make forecast a better future. Okay? Extreme anxiety, nightmares, tension, unhappiness, regrets over past mistakes or misfortunes. You're in an unhappy, intense state of mind, whether or not the facts bear out the fear. Thus, the suffering associated with this card could be mostly in your mind. And then your future, your immediate future is the Empress, Major Arcana card. This card represents what's likely to happen very soon in your life, okay, your immediate future. This card is all about femininity, and that came out a couple times in your reading. The message on the card is, I create what I choose naturally and with joy. So this card is all about abundance, nature, nurture, fertility, nurturing, creativity, beauty, fertility, harmony, motherhood, balance, contentment, renewal, harmony. It could be pregnancy. So this is to very, very soon. This card shows a time of natural growth. Your role is to nurture without forcing or neglecting your project. Pay attention to where you are in the cycle of your project or your situation and take the proper steps. There's great potential for abundance if good care is given. This could require action on your part, or it could require a time of waiting. Just don't force it, Spirit is saying. You're in a position of nurturing someone else or several others. You could be caring for your children or the sick, or being supportive of a spouse or friend in need. It could also refer to a pregnancy or the desire for a pregnancy. It's appropriate for you to be nurturing now because you have the inner strength and the ability to do so without depleting yourself. This card is letting you know, Leo, that soon a strong feminine energy will be at work, both as a mother figure and representative of the traditional female role. The Empress is a creative force that works for harmony. She brings disparate things together, reconciling differences like someone running a household must do. This is a card of emotional control and congeniality. It also refers to your emotional and physical resources for nurturing, healing, feeding, and supporting other people. There may be a situation in your life where love and nurturing are required, either by yourself or by others, or it could indicate the way you were mothered. For the first and most significant relationship we form is with our mother, and this relationship has direct bearing on all our subsequent relationships. Okay? The Empress represents a female authority. It could represent your need to become a female authority, especially if you're a female watching, listening to this. And if you're a man, she could indicate that you need to recognize the feminine component of yourself and acknowledge its power to unite opposing forces. And then the outcome that you desire most in your situation is the King of Cups reversed. I am my own anchor is the message on the card. So the outcome you desire most in your situation is the King of Cups. So this is either you or someone in your life, male or female. It's Scorpio energy. The King of Cups is represented by Scorpio in the zodiac. So the King of Cups is an emotionally immature male. Again, I just want to remind you, Leo, just take what resonates and ignore the rest. Don't try to make it fit, okay? The King of Cups is someone who is overly emotional, uncaring, unkind, gullible, depressed, unbalanced, controlling, deviant. In some cases, it can represent rape and violence. He's a cheater, a con man, is withdrawn, is manipulative, selfish, emotionally manipulative, ruthless. This card can represent blocked creativity, melancholy. It's telling you to have self-compassion for yourself. Check in with your inner feelings. This card could represent someone who is anxious, cold, moody, gives bad advice, is overwhelmed, is repressed. This card could represent an affair with a married man. This king can mistreat his family members in the name of love or deny problems or issues rather than address them. He may be prone to overindulging his habits, whether they are good or bad. Your involvement in a relationship involving love is ending, but the process should not cause much pain. It's time to move away from dependency on an older person, maybe your father or a mentor or teacher, and strike out on your own. Whether the circumstances are related to a person or to your own inner psychic process, the result is the same. This king reverse could also represent someone who's trying to get rid of you for some reason, romantic or otherwise. You need to let go and, if necessary, mourn the passing of something that was good once, but is now over. Then your self-image card, how you see yourself, is the Nine of Cups. I trust in the flow of life is the message card. This is a really good card to get, Leo. You got the wish card. Make a wish. You're going to get it. If this card is telling you that if you made a wish, it's going to come true. This is Pisces energy. Okay, so this card, how you see yourself, content, contentment, gratitude, sensuality, satisfied. It's emotional stability, it's luxury, pampering, achievements. It's realizing your dreams. It's happiness, cheerfulness, joy, fulfillment, positivity, optimism, recognition. Your wishes are being fulfilled. It's prosperity, pleasure, abundance again. You got abundance with the Empress. It's rewards, it's success. Childbirth for some. Confidence, having high self-esteem. It's triumphing. It's your hopes being realized. You're celebrating something. This card represents a positive outcome. You're entertaining. It's fame, joy, acclaim. It's a really, really great card to get. Happy contentment. Things are good and you like them that way. Friends, family, feasting, fun, creative fulfillment, and satisfying work. Your life is full and you're enjoying every aspect of it. This card is called the Wish card. It feels like you have everything that you could have ever wished for. It's the best pip card in the entire tarot deck. It's joy, great joy, happiness, dreams coming true, getting what you wish for, success, triumph. This card is saying, this card is telling you to make a wish and ask yourself, what do you really, really want? Because Spirit is saying you will get it. And then your environment card, or how others see you and your situation, is the King of Wands. I am successful in all I do, is the message on the card. So this King of Wands is either you or someone in your life, again, male or female, or it can represent a situation. It is Leo, so this is you, Leo, showing up in your reading. Okay, so reversed. Not being proactive, rude, a bully, a dictator, abusive, nasty, bitter, weak, unreliable, setting a bad example, is afraid to be different, has high expectations, is ruthless, hasty, a weak leader, ineffective, powerless, uncooperative, vicious, domineering, forceful, a tyrant, overbearing, has impossible expectations, is undependable, impulsive. There's a lack of energy, a lack of experience, a lack of enthusiasm. Someone who's breaking promises, is a womanizer, has a volatile temper, is taking a back seat. This card can represent a demanding and impatient tyrant, someone who pouts and becomes jealous when they're not the focus of attention. And they could also have anger issues. Okay? So this card is either someone in your life or maybe how others see you. It could also indicate delays in business or creative projects, but nothing really is problematic. Nothing really is standing in your way. And if this king represents a person, he won't block your efforts, but he won't go out of his way to help you either. He might approve of what you're trying to accomplish on your own and lend moral support, but don't expect overt or tangible assistance from him. And then your hopes and fears is the Queen of Cups. I trust my knowing and follow my heart. What you hope for or what you fear the most in your situation. It could be and or what you fear the most. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, mostly Cancer energy. The Queen of Cups, again, can be male or female, but generally she's a good mother, someone who is very supportive, beautiful, warm, loving. She represents security, a mature, emotional female, is a healer, is psychic, is an empath, bit of a daydreamer, is caring, very intuitive, kind, warm, compassionate, could represent a counselor, someone who is harmonious, intuitive, imaginative, a good listener, artistic, inspirational, emotionally stable, many creative talents, is in flow, peace loving. Again, this card is talking about femininity, kind, pretty, easily wounded, shy, loyal, faithful, sensitive. She can represent any kindly woman or man in your life, a wife or the woman you love. She's creative, perhaps an artist with visionary tendencies. Her psychic ability is highly developed and tends to be accurate. She tempers her intuitive nature with mature judgment. If she represents you, these qualities apply, although they may still be undeveloped. If this queen doesn't represent a person, the situation she describes may concern a creative endeavor, a relationship, or circumstances with a positive emotional tone. Okay. Affectionate and loving woman, a wife, a mother, a friend, a lover. She is wise in the ways of the human heart. Her attitude is one of receptivity and approachability. And then your last card, your last tarot card of your Celtic cross spread is the Three of Pentacles reversed. So extra protection from spirit. When I show my work, others give support is the message on the card. So this card says, you're not learning from mistakes. There's an unwillingness to learn. There's a lack of growth, poor work ethic. This is Capricorn energy. There's a lack of teamwork. It's a card of apathy again, truancy, competition, disharmony, misalignment. There's no determination, no goals. It's a card of working alone, ego, a lack of teamwork, being disorganized. It could represent a group conflict, poor motivation, no dedication, no motivation, poor quality work, staying away from school without a good reason. The action of staying away, truancy, is what this card could also represent. So your future, like 3 to 6 months down the road, you're not making the effort to acquire the new skills you need in today's changing marketplace. Maybe you're stuck in a job you really don't like, but lack the confidence or ambition to strike out and change things for the better. Spirit saying, get going. Thought without action is useless. This card could suggest that things are not going according to plan. Maybe you've taken on too much and cannot handle everything very well, or it could mean you haven't applied yourself as well as you could have. And then your last card I mentioned at the beginning is your oracle message. You got number 42, homeward. Take yourself out on a date. Slow down. It's time to press pause and contemplate before the next leg of your journey. It's in those solitary, introspective moments where you will learn the most interesting and eye-opening things about yourself. Take yourself out on a date of sorts, even if it's just a quiet and cozy night at home. Enjoy your own company. And Leo, I've just got a message to pull another card for you from Spirit. Usually it's just one, but they want me to pull another one. So you have wings. Treat your body like the mirror. Wings. I don't know why I said wings. Got all the birds on the top there. Treat your body like the palace it is. You've been feeling self-conscious as of late, but the answer isn't to change anything about yourself. The answer is to learn to love the body you've been given. Avoid those crash diets, that extreme exercise, or any other unhealthy behavior. Take strides towards a healthy mindset that accepts yourself as you are, not what you feel pressured to be. Okay, Leo, so if you got anything out of this reading, if you don't mind liking, I'd be very grateful. Just helps me with my readings, and it just lets me know that you got something out of my reading. Thank you for allowing me to channel these messages today to you from Spirit. I'm really grateful. I'm sending you lots of love and a big hug. Okay, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.